Good day children, Sai Ram and welcome back to our revision session. Children, we are going to do the revision of geography of all the lessons which are there for semester. Okay, so let's start with our revision. Our first lesson over here is chapter 2, Interior of the Earth. In Interior of the Earth, we have learned about the crust, which is further divided into two parts, that is continental crust and oceanic crust. The continental crust is made up of Sial, which is also called as Sial, as well as the oceanic crust is also called as Sima. Why it is called as Sial and Sima? Do you all remember? Yes. Okay, it is called as Sial because it is made up of silica and aluminium. Okay, while it is called as Sima, oceanic crust is called as Sima because it is made up of silica and magnesium. Okay, the next part of the earth is, interior part of the earth is mantle. The mantle is further divided into two parts, that is upper mantle and lower mantle. Then the third thing we have learned is the core. Okay, the core is again divided into two parts, the inner core and the outer core. The outer core consists of more of iron. Okay, more of iron is present in the outer core, while the inner core, if you talk, it is more in the solid state. Okay, so this is what we have learned in the interior of the earth. Okay children, let's continue. The third lesson over here is humidity and clouds. Okay, humidity and clouds, we have learned about the process of evaporation, then the humidity that is present in the air. Okay, the humidity is absolute humidity and relative humidity. Okay, what is the meaning of absolute humidity and relative humidity? The humidity which is present in the air in 1 cubic meter. Okay, what is the relative humidity? That is, the humidity what is present in the air is in percentage form. Okay, it is in percentage form that I had explained to you. That is only called as absolute humidity and relative humidity. Then we have learned about the clouds. Okay, high clouds, low clouds, medium clouds, we have learned about it. Okay, then we have learned about the types of clouds also. Okay, which are the types of clouds? Cirrus, cirrostratus, then cirrocumulus, then altostratus, altocumulus, nimbostratus, cumulus and cumulonimbus. These are the various clouds we have learnt about. Okay, just tell me some of the importance of these clouds. First of all, if we talk about cumulonimbus clouds, they are like huge mountains. Okay, and they are also called as roaring clouds. Okay, while if you see the cumulus clouds, it shows up pleasant weather. Okay, the cumulus cloud shows pleasant weather. While if you see the nimbostratus clouds, okay, they bring rainfall. That also continuous rainfall and snowfall. Okay, so these are the importance of this clouds that we have learned in the humidity and clouds lesson. Okay children, now let's move on to the next lesson, that is structure of the ocean floor. The relief of the ocean floor, we have learned about the relief of the ocean floor, which consists of continental shelf, then continental slope. As we know, the continental shelf is very much shallow, okay, and which is very much helpful, or we can say more important to the human beings. Okay, because fishing activity takes place on a large scale over here. Okay, so continental shelf is more important for the human activities. Then comes the continental slope. That end of the continental shelf comes the continental slope. Then end of the continental slope comes the abyssal plain. Okay, it is a plain area. Then we have also learned about the mountain ranges and the plateaus, which are called as submerged mountains and hills. Okay, then we have learned about the marine deep and marine trenches. Okay, what is marine deep and what is marine trenches? Do you all know? The shallower deep. Okay, the shallower deep is called as marine deep. Okay, while the deeper ones are called as trenches. So this is the difference between marine deep and marine trenches. Okay, then we have also learned about the main trench. We have learned about one trench that is called as what is that called as? What trench we have learned about? Yes, it is the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest one. What is the depth of Mariana Trench? It is 11,034 meters. Okay, so much deep Mariana Trench is. That is what we have learned. Then we have also learned about the marine deposition. Okay, what is the marine deposition? The deposits which are there in the depth of the ocean. Okay, the deposits that take place in the depth of the ocean, that is called as marine deposition. Now we have also learned that marine deposition, how much it is good for the human beings and the living beings inside the oceans, that also we have learned. Okay, so these are the various things we have learned in the structure of the ocean floor. What we have learned? The relief of ocean floor, in which we have learned continental shelf, continental slope, abyssal plain, then mountain ranges and plateaus, marine deeps and trenches, then marine deposition. These are the various things which we have learned in this lesson called as structure of the ocean floor. Okay children, now let's move on to the next lesson, that is map scale. Okay, we have learned the 9th lesson, that is map scale. In map scale, what we learned? We have learned about the types of scale. In the types of scale, we have learned about verbal scale. Okay, what type of scale this is? Verbal scale. A scale which can be expressed. The distance can be expressed in words. Okay, the scale in which the distance can be expressed in words, that is called as verbal scale. What is numerical scale? The distance between the distance on the map can be expressed in numbers or ratios. Okay, that is only called as numerical scale. Okay, then what is linear scale? Okay, when on the map, if the distance is showed in graphical way, in a graph way, okay, that is only called as linear scale or graphical scale. Then we have also learned about the importance of graphical scale. Why graphical scale is so very important than the other two scales? Okay, do you all remember why it is very much important? Because, okay, when we see a map, either we reduce the map or we enlarge the map to see the small details of the map, correct? But when we are enlarging or reducing the map, what happens? The value does not change. Okay, what is happening over here? The value of the map does not change, although the font will change. Okay, but the value does not change in the verbal scale and the numerical scale. But in a graphical scale, as we are enlarging the map or as we are reducing the map, the value also changes along with it, and it shows you the exact value of that place. Okay, this is what we have learned in these 3 types of scales. Verbal scale, numerical scale, and third one is linear scale or graphical scale. Okay, then we have learned about the importance of graphical scale. The next thing what we have learned is about the maps. There are 2 types of maps, that is large scale map and small scale map. Do you all remember what is large scale map? Yes. Okay, when a small area on the ground is shown on a larger part on the map, that is called as large scale map. Okay, mainly in large scale map, the map is less than 1:10,000. Okay, example of large scale map is map of a village or map of an agricultural field. Okay, that is only example of large scale map. Then what is small scale map? When a larger area on the ground is shown in a small area on the map. Okay, that is called as small scale map. The scale of this map is more than 1:10,000. That is 1:10. It becomes 1:50,000 also. Okay, such is the scale of the small scale map. What are the example of small scale map? Yes, the world map. Okay, the various maps which are shown in the atlas. Okay, all these are the examples of small scale maps. Okay children, so this is what we have learned in the map scale. Okay children, so all the lessons we have revised just now over here. That is second lesson, what is that? Interior of the earth. third lesson, humidity and clouds. Then the fourth lesson, structure of the ocean floor. And the ninth lesson, that is map scheme. Okay children, now let's see our paper pattern. Okay, how we are going to get our paper. Let's see, let's revise it. Now here is one MCQ. Okay, MCQ type of question. The inner core is in which state? The inner core is in which state? Is it in solid state, gaseous state, or semi-solid state? Which state it is? Yes, correct. It is in solid state. Okay, just because of the compression of the overlying layers of the earth. Okay, it gets compressed up and it becomes solid. Okay, so inner core is in solid state. Next one. The element found in both mantle and crust. Which is the element found in both mantle and crust? Is it silica, magnesium, or aluminium? Which element is found more in both mantle as well as crust? Okay, as you all know, first comes the crust, then below the crust immediately we have the mantle. Okay, so which element is common in both of them? Yes, correct. It is silica. Next, as dash is less in desert, the air is dry. What is less in the desert because of which the air is dry? Is it relative humidity or is it absolute humidity? What is less over here? Yes, correct. The relative humidity is less in the desert because of which the air is dry. Next one. Now let's see the true or false, how it's come. Altocumulus clouds give rainfall. We have learned about the altocumulus clouds, right? Do these clouds give rainfall? Yes, children. Altocumulus clouds gives rainfall? No, they do not give rainfall. Altocumulus clouds do not give rainfall. So it is a false statement. So put a tick on false. Okay, next one. Cumulonimbus clouds are also called as roaring clouds. Just now when we were revising the lesson, I told you about this, correct? Cumulonimbus clouds are also called as roaring clouds. Is it true or false? Yes, it is true. The next one. Name the landforms below the ocean floor. Now this can be answered in one sentence. Okay, the question can come like this. Answer in one sentence. Name the landforms below the ocean floor. Here are two options I have given. Continental shelf, slope, abyssal plain, that is, trenches, marine deep, submerged hills, or mountains, plateaus, hills, valleys, plains. Which is option? First one or the second one? Which option is there? Yes, correct. The first option is right. Okay, so we'll put a tick on the first option. Now the next question. Name the... Yes, this is over. What is numerical scale? Okay, this also can be answered in one sentence. Numerical scale is one in which distances are expressed with the use of words. Okay, and is one which distances are expressed as ratio. Which is the right answer? The first one or the second one? Is one which distances are expressed with the use of words, and the second one is it's expressed in ratios. Which is the right answer? Yes, correct. It is the second one, that it is one which distances are expressed as ratio. So click on the second option. Okay children. The next one. Now these are the brief answers, or this is the give reason what I have given over here. The continental shelf is a paradise for fishing activity. Now this is the give reason. I have given one correct answer and one wrong answer. Okay, one correct answer I will give and one wrong answer I will give. You have to read the answer very nicely, both the options. Okay, both the options you will read it properly, and then only you will click on the correct option. Now here I have not put up the answer because hardly any place is left over here. So okay, so I will give you two options. From that two options you have to choose which is your correct answer, which is the correct reason for this give reason. Okay children, next one. This is a brief answer. Okay, write a note on small scale. Now as you all know, you all are having the large scale and the small scale. Difference between is there. Okay, you all are not having any brief answer on write a note on small scale, but I have given you one difference between. Okay, so you can study that difference between, and here you can get the option. Okay, again here I will give you two options and you have to choose which is the right option for this question. Okay children, so be careful what you are reading. Okay, it can be jumbled up also, so don't be confirmed. As I have given the answer in the notes, same, exactly the same I will put up in the answer. I can change the points. Okay, the second, third point I will bring it up, or the last point I will bring it up. Okay, I'll jumble the answer and put up in the options. So you have to be very much careful what answer is for what question. Okay children. The next thing what we are going to learn is about the diagram. Okay, this way the diagram will be given to you. Observe the diagram and answer the question given below. Now in this diagram, you can see over here the diagram is given. The number 1. Okay, here I have put the number. Okay, in the question paper it can be number 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the options will be there for it. So don't worry about it. Now here I have given you one example only. That is the number 1 in the figure shows what labeling. Okay, you can see the pointer over here. Is it the outer core? It is the inner core, or is it the lithosphere? What is the labeling part over here? Yes, correct. It is the inner core. Okay children, so this is how you will get the questions related to the diagram. The next one. Observe the picture and answer the question given below. The following figure shows the weather of a place. You have to tell me what type of weather this is. Whether it is cloudy, sunny, a thunderstorm with heavy rains. The clouds over here are showing what type of weather? Cloudy, sunny, a thunderstorm with heavy rains. Yes, correct. It is showing thunderstorm with heavy rains. Okay children, so I have thoroughly discussed with all the questions, all the possible questions which are going to come for semester exam, and this is the way in which you will get the question. Okay, this is the example I have given you in which we are in the type of questions which we are going to get for the exam. Okay children, so study properly. Geography 4 lessons are there, that is 2, 3, 4 and 9. Study it properly and get ready for the exam. Okay children, thank you.